How to date younger women under 30 for guys over 40. That is the topic of tonight's coaching video as we drive along the Las Vegas Strip here. And we're talking about how to date younger women under 30 for guys over 40. I did a similar coaching video on this where I gave away my #1 secret for dating younger women if you are a guy who is much older, or at least 10 to 15 years older, if not more than that. A lot of it has to do with mindset, shifting your mindset and feeling more entitled for younger women, because the problem with a lot of guys who can't date younger women, it's because they don't feel entitled to younger women. When you don't feel entitled to them, you can't date them, right? You can't. You have to see yourself dating younger women. You have to see yourself doing it, and you have to feel like you are entitled to it. Okay? Entitled to them, I should say. So that is the first big thing, is you have to shift your mindset to feeling more entitled to them. The second thing that you need to do, that I did not mention in that coaching video, is you need to act your age. Because what I've seen from a lot of older guys who try to date younger women is they try to be a little too hip, a little too into it, a little too trendy. Then they come off like acting like a lame version of an older guy trying to act like a young guy. Okay, that's not what you want to do. So the last thing you want to do is to act like some 45-year-old skater boy or some 50-year-old surfer, right? You don't want to do that. Instead, you actually do want to act your age. Now, don't take this the wrong way. This does not mean you want to act like a grandpa. This does not mean that you want to start wearing like cardigan sweaters or anything like that, right? You could still be hip. You could still be trendy, so to speak, without looking lame. Okay, without looking lame. So you want to act your age. You don't need to like brush up on the latest pop stars or who's hot, who's not, anything like that. You know, I've dated a lot of younger women. I still do to this very day, and a lot of them are into that, like pop culture and stuff like that. And I'm completely oblivious to it. And sometimes they try to make fun of me, and they're like, "Oh, you old man, you don't know any of this stuff." And I'm like, yeah, because I got better things to do, girl. And when you grow up and you mature, you too will have better things to do than to pay attention to MTV and pop culture, you know. But back when I was living with my parents and I had nothing else to do but go to school and eat, sleep, and go back to school the next day, of course I had plenty of time to watch MTV and like keep up with pop culture and who the latest, you know, pop stars are. I mean, these days I have bigger and better things to do. I have bigger goals than to worry about what some dumbass celebrity is doing or the latest celebrity gossip. I mean, that's for losers and little children. So I kind of put it back on the girl to make her feel dumb, right? So the biggest thing, guys, if you're over 40 is you have to feel more entitled to dating these women. You have to stop settling also, okay? You have to stop settling for older women who are your own age. A lot of you guys tend to backwards rationalize to yourselves. You tend to like just sell yourself on the fact that you need a woman who's your own age that you can relate to and that is just as mature as you, and you know, and you tend to think that like women under the age of 25 are not mature, when you're totally wrong. I mean, there are plenty of girls who are under the age of 25 who are very mature, right? On the flip side, there are many girls over the age of 45 who are like very immature. Just the way it is. Are there going to be a lot more immature girls under 25? Of course, right? They're still young, of course. But there are a good number of women you'll meet who are young, who are mature, who are intelligent, who are kind of like old souls. I guess that's the best way to put it. They're old souls. You can tell like they've lived many lifetimes almost, like they've kind of been reincarnated or whatnot, and they've been around for a long time. They're just very, very grounded, even though they're young. Whereas you'll meet, you know, plenty of women over 45 who act like they're still on a, you know, still in 5th grade in pigtails on a schoolyard playground, you know, taking shots at you or picking fights with you or throwing personal attacks at you. You'll get plenty of that. It all comes down to finding somebody who you can relate to, somebody that you shares your same values, your beliefs. age shouldn't play that much a part of it. I mean, sure, women your own age, of course. I mean, you grew up around the same era, so you'll know, you'll be able to talk about the same TV shows. You'll be able to talk about the same bands that were hot back then, and sure, she'll relate to that. Whereas with a girl who's younger, might not be as hip to that unless she had like an older brother who educated her on that, or an older sister, right? But chances are she won't be hip to it, but that creates the fun and the kind of like the spice in your relationship, right? A lot of younger girls that I've dated, that's been the case, where I've had to kind of like educate them on the bands that were hot when I grew up. So I had to put up my window because somebody's like blasting their friggin' rap music or their, I don't know what it is, but the thing is, like, YouTube will pick it up. Literally, this has happened. YouTube will pick it up, and then I'll get a copyright strike. So whenever somebody's blasting music like a dumbass out there, I have to roll up the window. Otherwise, the camera will pick it up, YouTube will catch it, and then I'll get hit with a copyright claim. It literally has happened to a few of my videos. It's like so odd. I was like driving, or last time I was shooting here at Fashion Island, and Mariah Carey was playing, so I got a strike from like BMI, from the music label. I'm like, what? I wasn't trying to play Mariah Carey in my videos. It was us on the background. Some shithead up there is like playing his, blasting his rap music like super loud. So I don't want to get the copyright strike. Anyway, yeah, that's why I had to put up my window. In any case, guys, if you're over the age of 40 and you're trying to date younger women, first off, let me tell you, is it possible? It's absolutely possible. I mean, I'm in my 40s, date women half my age all the time. I've been doing that pretty much my entire adult life. I don't have any plans on slowing down anytime soon. A lot of it comes back to my mindset. It's the fact that I feel entitled to these girls. I don't feel there's anything wrong with it. I don't second guess myself. I don't go inside my head thinking like, oh my gosh, I could be her dad. That never enters my head. Whereas for a lot of guys who can't date younger women, that is in their head, right? It's like, oh my gosh, she's so much younger than me. Will she think I'm a pervert? Will she think I'm a pedo and all this other stuff? And because of the law of state transference, that's kind of the vibe you give off. And it creeps these girls out. It's like, yeah, this guy's kind of creepy. He is my dad's age. Whereas when I do it, even though some of these girls realize that I am their dad's age, sometimes even older, it's not something that deters them, right? It's something that actually motivates them even more, because they're like, wow, that's kind of cool. He's like my dad's age. Wow, that's kind of hot. Kind of hot, right? I've had girls tell me that. It's like, oh, you're my dad's age. It's kind of hot. Whereas for most guys, they're not coming from the right frame of mind. They're not coming at these girls with the right mindset. So, there you go. I gotta roll it up because they're playing music and I'm at the stoplight. So they're coming from the wrong mindset, and these girls get creeped out, right? So a lot of it is your mindset. That's most of it, right? Shifting your mindset. And the second part of it for dating younger women is not trying to act like you're a 20-year-old skater boy or a 20-year-old surfer when you're like 40 or 50, right? Instead, you act your age. I mean, for me, I'm in my 40s. I run several businesses now. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm a self-development coach. I'm a YouTuber. Guess what? I act like that. That's how I act with these girls. I don't filter myself. I don't try to dumb myself down to act their age or to try to lower my age. No, I act my age. I act like a guy in his 40s who's running successful businesses and is a serial entrepreneur. Kind of think of that movie Pretty Woman, right? It's kind of a chick flick. You guys who saw that with Richard Gere. It's like that. I kind of just act as I am, right? I act my own age. Yeah, they're blasting music here too. Sometimes I have to pay attention just to make sure. But yeah, it's so easy to get a copyright strike. In any case, guys, yeah, you want to act your age unapologetically. And again, this doesn't mean to act like some grandpa or some old man. It just means to act a little more hip, a little bit more energized than, most guys out there. I mean, I've seen a lot of guys, even in their like late 20s, who have half the energy that I do because they're constantly lighting up and, they just have a really unhealthy lifestyle, constantly doing drugs or weed or drinking or eating bad food or ingesting carbs and sugar and, very, very floury foods. So they're constantly, or lots of carbs, they're constantly exhausted and they're constantly having like very little to low energy. Whereas I have a lot of energy, and I advise my students to do the same, and I try to get my students on the same diet I am. that I'm on, which is keto. In any case, yeah, if you're over the age of 40 years old, dating a younger woman is what you should be doing. You should not be dating a woman your own age, or worse, that is older than you, right? Especially 5 to 10 years older than you. I forbid you from doing that. Okay? There's no reason at all that you should be doing that. Okay? You should be dating younger women. You should be dating women that are at least 5 to 10 years younger than you. Okay? Depending on what age you are. If you're 40, you should be dating women who are 10 years plus younger than you. Easily, right? And again, you can do it. It's not a big deal. It's all about shifting your mindset, and it's all about feeling more entitled to younger women. And the more younger women that you date, by the way, okay, the more younger women, even your first younger woman that you date, okay, after you've done it once, it will be easier to get the second one, then the third one, and the fourth one, because now you'll have these reference experiences of the fact that you've dated younger women being an older man, and it won't be so weird to you. It won't be something that's like out of the ordinary. It will just be something that's part of your reality, like with mine, right? When I walk into venues and I approach a 21-year-old girl, it just doesn't bother me. It's not a big deal. There's an infield video of me approaching a girl that I had dated at UCLA. I approached her in the study hall. Actually, it's here on my channel. I approached her at the study hall at UCLA while my buddy was there to see his girlfriend. I was bored. His chick was in class, and I just kind of went off. I wanted to do some games. So I went to the study hall. I figured I'd find a cute chick in there, and I did. And I just got up. I sat right next to her. I started talking to her. And, I mean, this chick was literally half my age, if not more than that. And I had her laughing. I had her smiling. I had her giggling. I got her phone number. I went out with her. I dated her for several months. And it was fine, right? The age thing really never even came up. To be honest with you, it never even came up. And a lot of that, again, just comes back to my mindset. It's not in my mind. It's not a big deal. At some point, will these girls ask you, like, how old you are? Of course they will. If they're over, say, 15 years older, if not 20 years older, right? I usually tell them to just avoid that question. Let the girl get to know you first. Let the girl start investing in you and start to like you, right? Let her start to like you for who you are versus, a number. Let her start to like you first. And eventually, she'll just find out who you are naturally, right? She'll just find out how old you are, I want to say. She'll find out how old you are naturally. You won't really need to explain yourself. It's never been an issue for me, and I've dated just dozens and dozens, even hundreds of these girls. It's never been an issue. So with that said, I'm going to wrap up here, guys. Until next time, this is Amp from the 33 Secrets, signing out from the Las Vegas Strip as we stroll along here. Okay, don't forget to destroy that like button below. Make sure you destroy it, guys. Destroy it for me. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe, okay? Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. It helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm, and it also will notify you anytime I release a fresh upload here to my channel before YouTube takes it down. You'll be able to catch it, watch it, especially lately, because they've been taking down a lot of my best videos. They don't like this stuff, right? They don't like me teaching you guys this stuff. So make sure that you are subscribed to my channel as well. And for you guys who want to support my work,